I've had it. Ooh, big butterfly. Is that a monarch? A dark blue kind or black or whatever? I've had a couple of people ask me to kind of show a day in the life out here, so I'm going to. This is Sean's business. It doesn't really bother me. I mean, you know, I got other neighbors. They've done worse than me. So, I really am just going to walk around and see if I can find something to do. Because, ooh, it's gotten warm, hasn't it? Well, how does my shop work, you may ask? I gotta go drill a hole in a concrete fountain. Well, I got my little refrigerator here. Is there anything in there cold? Nope, let's put something in there. I switched between Gatorade, and at least the door closes on them, and Powerade, not a sponsor. And so let's put a Powerade. I think I put them up there. They seem to chill a little quicker that way. And I'm just going to walk around the cars and see about, I'll take this back up. I tell you what I do when my neighbors bring me eggs now and then. And what do you do with eggshells if you don't have a garbage disposal? Well, I wrap them up in this and throw them away because I can't use, well, they say you can't, but some people do use a garbage disposal on a septic system. So let me just walk around. Nothing needs to be done with the Harley. Nothing needs to be done with the TR4. This shelf fell off the other day, so I'll probably put this back up. I mean, why wouldn't it? That goes back a long way. The Jaguar don't need nothing. I've got all these puzzles that I framed, and I'm supposed to hang these up, and to be honest with you, I just don't feel like it. There's my old MG. It's an MGTC. I had one of those for a long time. Here's the door that follows me around like a puppy. We've already seen the past two videos on the Healy. Boy, the sun is shining. The sun has shone all day, so they made hay. They've been making hay like crazy over there. I've got some cleanup, I guess. I got to put this back. That's my powder coating. I got to do something with these letters. Maybe I can mix up the word. Is there a website where you can mix up letters of a word and get other words? I bet there is. That'd be kind of fun. It's like I got whack back there. So, we did that. I don't have a dirty place, but I need to order what? A 7mm driver. That's gotten lost. There's my little this thing's cool. You just touch this to a spark plug wire and it lights. It's kind of a neat tool. I haven't used it very much because I don't have much trouble with my ignition systems. I really don't know why I ended up with that thing or how. Y'all know what that is? That's a valve spring compressor. I use that a lot more than I thought I would. My new tools that I've talked about is I've gotten some driving tools and the square drives, and so that's that. There's nothing wrong with that car. You'd be surprised how old this car is and how few miles it has. There's nothing wrong with Lucy. There's that new. But I got some stickers I could put on her. And woodworking just happens when it happens, so I don't really don't mess with that much. It seems woodworking's like my friend Sean. I call him the meteorite because you don't hear from him for a long time, and then boom, you lose 3 days because he comes around and needs something, and everything has to stop. So there's my Bosch table saw, my old Rigid. I don't have a fancy chop saw like Mick does. He's got the one on rails. So hey, yeah, there's a bunch going on out there. Bunch of farming going on. Everything's just sort of dirty, but I'm not going to clean it. So Bonnie don't need nothing. Probably just needs to be driven. That fan works pretty good. I like that fan. That's an old house fan. Oh, I know what I could do. Sean gave me this thing, and it is constantly in my way. thought I could hang that up somewhere and I put stuff in it. What is the... It's just sort of dirty. I need to get that up on a wall somewhere and do something with that. Don't need to cut the grass. That's doing fine. I really have thought about doing something with those wires, but I ain't gonna. It just don't seem like anything to worry about. I kind of like it. I'll tell you something I noticed though. I drove her the other day, and this thing not sticking out all over creation. I cleared up this area. I was worried about that when I had the old radio in there. It kind of blocked my vision. I guess this does a little bit too, but I can at least see motion. I can see a lot more, and you can see a lot out of this windscreen anyway. But boy, it's hot down here. Not really enjoying this. I guess I could throw some darts, old horsehair dartboard. And so I really just don't have anything to do other than maybe just clean up a little bit. And I just don't know. So this is just where this ends up, and it's just where things end up. One of the things that I kind of would like to do is get this stuff off the floor. That green thing, that box over there in those shelves may help me out there. So, it's good to get stuff off the floor. So we may do that. Well, let me turn some lights on and open some doors. I know what I wanted to do too. I just remembered this from last night. I was thinking, these are my Ray-Bans, and I was thinking I would take this thing apart and powder coat it. Maybe that periwinkle blue. And yeah, it's hot down here. Let's get that thing off, get this thing on. Yes, I wear a hairband. I am very secure in my manhood. And there's a lot of women that'll tell you that's quite justified. So there's really not much to do. I don't need to go to the dump. I don't have anything to get rid of unless Sean... You know, I try to contribute the metal stuff to him and his family so they can get a little money out of it and make the trip worthwhile. It's about 15-20 miles one way. And so I really just can't spray weeds. It's a little too windy. So, I don't know. Let's just clean up a little bit. Let's take this thing apart and put it in the ultrasonic cleaner. Something to do anyway. And let's see what's on Pandora. Is that thing going to come on? You never quite. There it goes. Smart TV. Are the other ones called dumb TVs? I don't know. I really don't know the difference. I think this has got some internal functions. I really don't know that much about it because I don't watch much TV. Okay, well, I found something to do anyway. I got this shelf back up here. I got this brace back in here, and I put that green thing up here, and that's going to be my car painting alley there. So I'll move all my car painting stuff over to here, and well, that'll just kind of separate these paints from the other house paints and other stuff. So the big news for today is some powder coating, and I've been cleaning on this little case for my Ray-Bans, and I've been running it in the old ultrasonic DK, not a sponsor. So we're going to spray her with a little brake clean and put her in the old UFCO here. And see what it turns out to be. Periwinkle blue was already in the gun, so good enough for me. I have had a major change of heart. So I've got all this high gloss clear, I've got gloss white, I've got gloss black, and I'm not going to do it periwinkle. So I've decided to make my life complicated. I do that sometimes. See them out there? They've been at that since about 7 this morning. It's like the coolest thing ever. If the machine don't bundle it right, they spread it back out in a row and pick it up. But there he goes, taking it over to the truck. So kind of glad to see some farming going on. All right, I'm going to let you guess what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you step by step. Step 1 is make it white. Okay, and keep it clean because you got something to do now. So, hang on. I don't know, it probably took me half an hour to do all this, and that's okay. But there's the answer, see? And I'm not through yet. That's just part of it. That's just part of the deal right there. So let's hope that holds up. I think it will. And let's do a little bit more. And then I'll show you how it turns out. This is really hard to do. Really takes a long time. But I don't have to go. I don't have to go in for about 3 more hours. Is that right? Yeah, it'd probably be there about 10:30 tonight. So anyway, all right, we'll go to the next step. Okay, this isn't a how-to powder coat, but I just kind of want you to see this procedure. So you got to decide: do you want a white cow with black dots or a black cow with white dots? I don't know. It's up to you. It just depends on how you feel. You got to have your thing on. You got to have your 10,000 volts going through it, so you got to have this thing. Okay, so we've got ready to go. So the best way I found, even though it'll wrap around, is do one side then the other. This is not going to turn out perfect, but it turns out. Probably about right. Don't hit that button when you're doing this, because I have and it hurts. Okay. That'll be fine. Don't have to have perfection. So let's get her. Let's see what's happening here. Let's pull back some. Oh, let's go that way some. And okay, I'm just going to lay this stuff down. Then we're going to just pick this up and then put her in here and hang her. Okay. You got to see a little bit of it, and she's all in the oven now, and we've got 15 minutes, and that'll give me time to clean out my gun and put some clear coat in it, because you're going to need to do that. Now you're going to spend some time getting that tape off. I don't know what to tell you how long it's going to take. You just don't ever know. But this does work. It's just I don't know how many of y'all seen my Yeti cup. I did this on a Yeti cup years and years ago. So, and it's held up great. Sometimes powder coat can be chippy, but I think the missing factor is the not putting the high gloss on it. You really need to do that, and you really need to make sure it bakes properly and long enough, and you know, adheres the best you can. So just let that sit there, and I don't know. I turned probably a 25-30 minute job into like a 2-hour job, just the way I like it. So here's the aftermath of peeling it all off, and there's what she looks like. And we're going to put the final clear coat on her, and then I'm going to line it, and then we're going to call this quits. Okie doke. So I got all my clear loaded, and let's see if we can make that even out some. So just baking it would even it out, but the clear coat just, ooh, something flew past my head. That just gives her the final thing. Makes it a whole lot more durable too. It's just a step you can't pass. Let's see how it turns out here. You ready? I gotta say ready. Okay, off. Okay, here we go. There you go. See, it evens it out real nice. She's nice. She's real nice. Don't want to mess it up now. And I brought my other thing down here. Let's get it out of here. So there it is. I got one more step, and I'm going to be able to do that in a while. You know, that looks very natural. I don't mind it having places like that. Now, your results will vary, of course. You can decide what you like. But that looks, y'all ever been around black and white cows? I have. I used to go up to the mountains and we'd inner tube down the river, and it'd be like a day trip and a bunch of cow fields and stuff. So let's unplug this thing here now. Now that we're done. Got 220 all over. Let's leave that open so it don't heat up the components. So here is my old deal, and you can tell that it's kind of got some white in it. Now this is what they actually look like. So when I did this cut, they actually are dirty. The cows are not the... Oh, telephone. I gotta get this. I don't remember where I left off. It's a phone call, something like that. So I'm got this taped off. I got my shot cloth cut in half. I got my Super 90. This stuff sprays out like spider webs if you've never used it. And I think I'll just go with medium. And anyway, it seems like you can't shake. It don't seem like it's shaking, but it ain't got no ball in it. So shake it up, spray it, and put that down in there. And let me tell you the secret about this stuff. This and the Super 77 stuff. If you spray this adhesive on something, don't take it in your house for days. I mean, it's stinky. And you'll wake up in the middle of the night going, shoo! And you'll have that chemical smell all in your head. So shake it up, baby. Here's the end of the journey. So there it is. And the reason I wanted red in there is because it looks like a cow's tongue. So there you go. And there you go. So if anybody ever tries to steal it from me, I have a video showing the exact patterns, don't I? So there you go. I enjoyed doing that quite a lot. What a fun little project. And there's something on there. I don't think that is yeah, that's just glue from my little doing the thing there. Okay, well that comes off with a little alcohol probably. Okay, good enough. It's not like I'm going to be using this thing for much else other than just protection. And where she goes is right there. So it looks like I got a cow in my pocket. Moo! Okay, what fun. I just love doing little projects like this. Powder coating for me has been a wonderful way to express myself and do things, you know. I powder coated the valve cover there. I did tons. I did powder coating on the valve covers here. I just love this stuff. And these had to be welded. And oop, don't worry about it. So you can see those valve covers. Those are powder coated, and it just makes them look so flippin' original. So if you got the little cracks around there, you can sort of, you know, fill them, you know, drill them and fill them, keep them from cracking. Did a bunch of powder coating on this car, and a bunch of powder coating on all my cars. I just love this stuff. See, all that stuff's powder coated, and so it just gives you a way to express yourself. It's a little time consuming. It's not real expensive, and there's various methods of it. So anyway, thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up and smash that like button, which is the same thing, isn't it? And where am I thinking? Oh, I think that's, well, I won't say who it's from because I don't think I should. But and subscribe, and we'll do something fun next time. Who knows? I think I like that side better. Yeah, you tell me which side you like better. This is side A. This is side B. Comment below.